Hello, today I'm going to be talking about a project for my English class, and the name of it is A Trip to California. So, this is going to be a memoir about me that something that has impacted me in a positive way, and including my mom, sister, and brother-in-law in this story. Okay, so the backstory of this is me and my dad were really close, and in 2018, he had gotten sick and he was in and out of the hospital. So, June of 2019, he surprised us by planning a trip to California for us while he was in the hospital. So, he died in June of 2019, and it was really hard on us because I think it was 5 days from like Father's Day, 11 days from his birthday, and then 18 days before my sister's wedding. So the month of June was like really tough for us. And it just didn't seem like anything positive was going to come out in the next month to follow. So everyone knows the five stages of grief after you lose a loved one. And I was stuck in the anger and depression stages. So this trip was really gonna like brighten the mood for me and my family and help me overcome my depression and acceptance to move on through love. And acceptance and love is the theme that I am going for. So it wasn't easy to let go and move on, but I know my dad would have wanted me to, and he wants me to be happy. So this is a little timeline of everything that we did in California. Or not, I'm sorry, a timeline of my feelings and everything. So we went to Disneyland and we had so much fun making memories, and I kept looking back and thinking about all the old memories I had with my mom and dad and my sister when we had first gone when I was younger. And we rode when we were like younger. My parents made me ride the log ride, and I was so scared. And like in the picture, you can still see like we still have the picture, and I was crying in the picture. So of course I had to ride the log ride, but no one else in my family that like my brother-in-law, my sister, and my mom all didn't want to get on with me, so I ended up going alone. And some really cool memories was while I was watching like the light parade and stuff at night. I really started thinking like, dang, my dad really planned this for us, and he like knew his time was coming, so he wanted us to be able to have a good time, even though he wasn't there physically with us. And something while I was watching the parade, something just like snapped, and like I just felt this pressure lifted off my shoulders. And at this point, I was just like, you know what? I need to move on. There's better things to come. Like, people still love me. There's nothing else worse that can happen. So, finally, I got into acceptance of everything. And with making so many new memories at Disneyland, in California, San Diego, the beaches, um, the hotel rooms, I was just so happy. And going home, I finally felt like myself again. So here's some pictures of us at Disneyland. So there's a picture of me and my sister with Daisy. And I remember when we were little, there always used to be all kinds of characters outside of or like in the theme park, and we'd be able to get their signatures and everything. But this time when we had gone, maybe it's just too hot outside for the characters, but we really didn't see much of them. Like, I'm pretty sure Daisy and like maybe a couple other ones were the only ones that were out of the theme, or out on the theme park. And we were going to take a picture with Mickey, and we were waiting in line, but we finally got into his little house, and we found out there was like a whole hallway in another corner. And then finally you'd be able to take a picture with Mickey, so we just decided, no, we're just gonna skip it. And so there's another picture of me and my sister in front of the castle. And once again, there wasn't any like characters really out. So I just remember when we were little, we'd always take pictures with them, the princesses, and me and my sister would always dress up as like Snow White, Cinderella, or Jasmine, and we would wear our little dress up costume dresses and take pictures with them. So I kind of wish that we would have been able to do that, like take the pictures. And then that's a picture of me on Splash Mountain, riding alone with strangers. But I'm the person in the far back, and you could tell with my arms up, and you can't really see my face, but I was just enjoying it and making the best of it. And that ride is special just because me and my dad and my sister and my mom, we all rode it together, and I just wanted to ride it again for him. So there are some funny moments that happened. So the first would be the airplane ride. So my sister's husband, Julian, has never been on an airplane. And when we first took off, he was really, really scared, and he was grabbing the armrest, I think is what it's called, on the seats, and just holding on to it and just so scared. And then another moment, a fun moment, was we had eaten In-N-Out for the first time. And I will say it wasn't the best. I mean, it was good, but not like as good as I expected. Like, people hype it up too much, in my opinion. And Disneyland was also Julian's first time ever going, and everyone's afraid to ride the roller coasters, so it kind of sucked. But I mean, we still got to ride some pretty fun rides. And at the pool, my sister's husband made me feel like a little sister to him because we were just messing around in the pool, like attacking each other and just splashing and pool games. And so something that was really cool is when we had stayed in Anaheim, our hotel room was it wasn't in the Disneyland park, but it was pretty close. So on the first night that we stayed there, we were able to see the fireworks show from our hotel rooms. And the next night is when we went to Disneyland, and we had gone to the parade and everything. And I don't quite remember the parade too much from when I was little, but I do wish I would have seen more characters once again, because I don't know, it just seemed like it was not as what I expected, because I wanted to see more of the characters involved, but it was still pretty cool. And then the next day we had gone to San Diego, and we had decided to go to the zoo. And we were kind of iffy if we should go to SeaWorld or not, but then we had just finally just decided to go to the zoo because it's a lot bigger than here in Albuquerque, and it has so much more animals. So we were on the double-decker bus, and I remember we were looking at all the animals, and my mom's like, "Look at your sister." And I looked at my sister, and she's asleep, sitting on the chairs, just in her own little world, sleeping. So that was pretty funny. But this whole trip really gave me an eye-opener to realize, like, hey, life goes on. Everything's gonna be fine. Accept it. Move on. It's not really much. Like, I mean, you could be mad about the past and everything, but being sad isn't gonna fix anything. We can't go back to the past and change things, especially with a death. So that was my memoir. Thank you for watching.